island of Sodor. It's surrounded by beautiful blue sea. It has fields of green and sandy yellow beaches. There are rivers, streams, and lots of trees where the birds sing. There are windmills, and a coal mine, and docks where visitors to the island arrive. The island also has lots and lots of railway lines. Who's that puffing along the tracks?
Hello everybody, welcome to the island of Sodor.
Greetings from Mexico, everyone. I'm Hugo, better known as Faraway Quarry. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Christmas close to your loved ones. I've come from the depths of the rail yard to this winter station diorama to announce my biggest project yet, a new era of Trainz Content Creation. And as you can see, I'm sure ready for the occasion. I'm proud to finally give you guys an update to the Island of Sodor project. Yes, you heard it right. A project that was announced during Christmas of last year, and I'm finally giving you guys an update on where this project is going and what I've been doing with it lately. A faraway newsletter, if you will. For the past year and a half of my life, I've been busy grinding behind the scenes, working on my very own Island of Sodor, pouring my heart and soul into this project so it's as high quality and interesting as possible, using all the skills I've learned with Trainz route building over the past 8 years, with loads of areas to explore, and with the most attention to detail and setting a new standard for Trainz route building everywhere. After hours and hours of hard work, the time has finally come. The culmination of my 8 years as a Trainz route builder is finally around the corner. It's been truly an adventure, exploring this art form for people to enjoy. Since the announcement, a lot of people throughout the year have been sending me letters regarding this project, and I've saved all of them in these download station bags. Yeah, as you can see, Tom Tipper was on vacation. So the purpose of this video is to clarify all the frequently asked questions, what the goal is, and what you can expect from it. Why not, right? I mean, it's the holidays, and nothing can ruin my Christmas spirit. Please do not make me regret this. Any questions regarding part 6 will lead to death. So without further ado, fire away!
Hey Hugo, why are you making an iOS?
A complete Island of Sodor sure is an ambitious project, especially since it focuses on the model series of Thomas and Friends. Infamous for being straightforward and not confusing at all. Totally not a head scratcher. I'm sure y'all remember the 2022 Twitter leaks. I'm sure you do. It's a day the Thomas fandom will never forget. A little bit of everything was leaked that day by various accounts out of nowhere. It was amazing. And the most interesting of all, the official production maps from the early seasons of Thomas and Friends. Why is this interesting? Well, you see, for years we have been debating the TV series map, looking for whatever clues we could find, and for the first time ever, we had a clear visualization of the island of Sodor from the minds of the people behind it, for better or for worse, and as you can see, it never left my mind, as I wondered who would be crazy enough to make a complete iOS based on these production maps. Me, of course! Don't get me wrong, a full iOS was always on my mind since day one of me route building in 2015, but was waiting for the right time to do it, and I think I've developed the necessary skills and experience to tackle such a Mongo-chungo project like this. This project is not only meant to be the definitive iOS experience, but do so in a way that is true to what the Thomas producers intended. And besides, I think a new iOS is long overdue.
Hey Hugo, besides you, who else is working on the route?
For the moment, I've been doing this entire route single-handedly by myself. All the tracks, terrain, textures, all of it. But during the initial alpha stages, Derek Howe from Sodor Factories was a huge help for getting this project off the ground. Although I've been the sole member in terms of route development, Bunny Benny from Sodor Boilersmiths has been creating a plethora of new high-quality assets and buildings that are intended to replace the old SA30 assets. Because I'm sick of looking at them. This guy does amazing work. He works at the speed of light, literally. He came in clutch, and it's now the route's official building maker. And he will develop new amazing assets for the route in the near future. Everyone give Bunny Benny a W on chat. He deserves it. I don't need any help from this project route building wise, but I'll tell you what, if you put a tree down, I'll give you 95% of my shares.
Dear Hugo, what map is this route based on?
The map is heavily based on this, the official Season 3 West map drawn by director David Midden in 1991, as it's the most complete map we have till now. Of course, the map is not perfect, and it leaves more questions than answers, but those are questions that I hope my iOS will be able to answer in a way that satisfies all of us. Obviously, this map from 1991, it's just the basis. It only accounts everything for the first 3 seasons. No, wait, scratch that. Only until half of the 3rd season. So I decided to make my own map, following the basic footprint of the original 1991 map. With the help of the Trainiac 123 and Beggardoxa Big Doggo, this map will be the basis for the project going forward. The map is still incomplete, as you can see. As you can see, the eastern side is completely empty, as I'm hoping that by the time I reach Kerman's Gate in 10 years, more information of that side of the island will be publicly available. I want that Season 4 map to leak, goddammit! But most sets featured on the west side have been mapped out and accounted for. Of course, a lot of this is just my own headcanon. I'm in no way saying that this is what the Thomas producers meant the entire time! This is just my way of explaining things. Maybe one day I'll make a video explaining my map and my reasoning behind many of its set placements, but that'll be for a later date. Of course, if more information comes out, like another map or a piece of info that confirms a certain placement of a location of a certain set, as much as it will be pain, the route and map will be changed accordingly.
Hey Hugo, it's your main guy, down at Lower Suddery. Just had a couple of questions here, just a couple low key ones. When is Part 6 coming out?
Well, I told you to shut up, but you didn't listen. Oh look, a free iPad.
Hey Hugo, which seasons will the route focus on? Guys, if you can hear this, I'm being held captive in Faraway Quarry's basement, being forced to make buildings against my will. I'm only fed, like, free take-and-play Thomases he finds at flea markets every day. If you find this, please get me out.
Oh, funny you should ask, Benny. The route will focus on everything. Yes, you heard it right. Everything. Every location from the first 12 seasons of Thomas and Friends is gonna be there. Plus specials, plus promotional sets. Every deep cut I can squeeze on there is valid. At first I only wanted to do the sets and locations from series 3 to 5. It quickly transitioned into something bigger than I ever envisioned. Although I consider this to be more of a classic series iOS, most of the key and interesting locations from the hit era will also be included, as I have no reason to not include them as well. Because the hit entertainment sets are good, they're underrated, and awesome. Someone had to say it. I have no reason to leave them out. Anything I can squeeze from it, it's welcome here. Yes, even this, don't worry.
Oh, hello there, Hugo. I'm wondering, what locations won't be on the iOS? I sure hope you'll have Cal in my favourite junction station, eh?
The route is going to be strictly Model Series related, so that means that the following will not be included. Things exclusive to the Railway Series universe, like the Arsdale Miniature Railway or Coldyfold Railway, etc. Although this is subject to change, as I'm wondering if I can somehow add them to the route as a what-if TV series wide version of them. I don't know, if this video gets to 1,000 likes and enough W's on chat, I will consider it. Thomas and the Magic Railroad locations. I refuse to believe this is canon, plus a separate route for this will be a better option, not gonna lie. CGI locations. it's a separate canon. If someone else wants to do it, be my guest. All engines go locations. No!
What version of a particular location will you use for the project?
There are many locations that appear frequently throughout each season, like Napper Station, Wellsworth, Tidbit Sheds, etc. And as we know with every season, every time they build it, it changes drastically. So for the moment, places like Napper Station for example, I merely chose the version that I like the most, Season 4 Titmuth my beloved. For future locations like Wellsworth or Gordon's Hill, I will make a poll in my Patreon in which you guys can decide which version of the set will be included on the route. Please do not choose the worst version. Now if a location is not as definitive such as Napperd Yards and Brendam Docks, the Scrap Yards, a quarry, Napperd Harbor, I will include every single variant that appears on the show. Every single one. I told you guys this is gonna be the definitive iOS. Now mapping these out are a bitch.
Will you add the Sodor Ice Cream Factory?
Yes.
Will you add the Balloon Factory?
Yes.
Will you add the Sodor Hot Dog Factory?
I have an idea. How about you go to the Sodor Salad Factory, you fat ass?
You're really gonna do me like that? After I narrated your sequence? Like really emotional right now. Like why would you say that? Why would you say that to me? Like, you know that I have like way to follow me at KipperKing03.
Also, my second question is, what will Phase 1 include, and how much of the route is actually complete?
Didn't I ban you? Oh, so you want to see how much of the route is done? Very well then, sir. Although I finished most of the key locations I wanted the route to include, I want to see how far I can push Phase 1, how far can I go with it, and how many locations can I add till the day it officially releases. I have a particular date in mind. The project will be debated in phases. Phase 1 was made with Napper Station as a starting point, and after many alphas and betas, there's over 250 baseboards and counting so far. That was not a typo, 250 baseboards. So without further ado, let's see if those 250 baseboards has something worthwhile in it. Over 100 sets and locations have been added to the route. 100 sets and locations. Let's see what locations you can expect to see on the faraway island of Sodor, Phase 1. Now wasn't that a lot of fun?
What locations are you still yet to be at in Phase 1?
Thanks for the question, Dad. Although from that trailer you would be under the impression that the route is complete and has enough locations to call it a day, there are still many key locations that I want to add before Phase 1 releases. Was 100 locations not enough for you, Hugo? How far do you want to go? This is what I call the next logical steps for the iOS to be complete. Ellsworth Station is a big one that needs completion. Yeah, the trailer might make it seem like it's complete, but is it though? And of course, I want to add the town and the Els Bridge itself. Crosby Station is another location that I want to add. Obviously, it's the next mainline station on the list, and right in the middle of Napper and Wellsworth. Series 5 version, by the way, the superior version. New Harbor is another location that I want to add. One of my personal favorites from the show. And I can start laying the groundwork on the Harbor Line. Peak Harbor Station right here. And many more locations that I'm sure will surprise you and keep you on your toes. As I said, everything is going to be on the iOS somehow. Everything. No set left behind.
What will this mean for other projects that you are working on currently?
I will continue to work on small projects to fill in the gap, although they will come at a much slower pace than usual. The iOS takes so much time and commitment out of my day, and other projects will have to be sidelined for now. But it's not completely off the table though. I think a new Magic Railroad iOS is long overdue. And yes, I think it's safe to assume the Season 4 iOS project will not continue. But hey, at least you're getting a full iOS. I hope you guys understand.
Oh, and one more question before I go. Where is...
Up your ass. Hugo, muy bonito y todo, pero ¿cuándo sacarás la pista?
As I said, there is still a lot of areas that I want to work on before I can declare Phase 1 is complete, so I cannot confirm a concrete release date for now. These things do take time after all, and I want Phase 1 to be as complete and full of life as possible before I can announce any sort of release date. But I'll let you guys on a small secret. If you want to still experience the route earlier than everyone else and be a beta tester, or would just like to see early previews of the route, you can do so by subbing to my Patreon. My Patreon members have been enjoying the route for the past year and have given me lots of valuable input. So if you want to be a beta tester or would just like to support my content, I would appreciate if you would subscribe to the Faraway Quarry Patreon for more behind the scenes updates of my work. Link in the description of this video. And in between you and me, you might want to sub right now. As for my already Patreon members, I see you guys, the most awesome and based people on earth. I have a big surprise for the holidays. The most up-to-date version 9.0 of the iOS has just been uploaded to the Patreon. The biggest update yet, adding more locations, extending the scenery, and a brand new location that was not a part of this video. Which one is it? Go see for yourselves. Thanks for all the support you guys have been giving me throughout the past years. You guys rock. So again, if you would like to be a part of the Faraway team, subscribe to my Patreon right now. Or tomorrow, or whenever you like. There's no hurry, trust me. So, we are done. There are no more letters, and thus concludes the Island of Sodor's Project Q&A. Thanks to everyone for the wonderful questions, and thanks to my friends and family for participating in this video. I poured my heart and soul into this project. Hours of time planning, thinking, and sweat, so it's as interesting and high quality as possible, using everything I've learned with route building over the years, and I couldn't have done it with the amazing support of everyone. I truly envisioned this as my magnum opus, something that makes me proud to say, I did that, and I can't wait to share more info and updates soon with you guys. For me, it's an honor creating these routes for people to enjoy. It's been 10 years since I saw the very video that inspired me to route build. It's been 8 years since I joined the fandom and started exploring this unique art form. And to see so much support from the fandom, even by just using my routes for your projects, is such a heartwarming feeling for me. I would have never expected to see anyone interested in what I have to say and to be excited as to what I've been doing. Oh, would you look at that? It's snowing! Yes, it's snowing! Woohoo! I'm so excited for this information, and just in time because I would like to close this video with a toast. I would like to dedicate this to everyone that has supported me and given me a reason to keep doing what I love doing. My supporters, my personal and fandom friends, my lover, my family, and God for allowing me to realize my dream. I would sincerely suggest you go and follow my friends who were kind enough to be in this video. Not only are they extremely talented, they are what I consider my true closest friends. They've been there for me and gave me hours of laughter and good times. And not to get personal or anything, but I'm grateful for another Christmas spent close to my family. It means a lot to me, especially because there was a moment where I didn't think my father would be able to share this video with me. His presence right now is a blessing. He's an incredibly strong man and my best friend. I love you, Dad. My mother, also present here alongside us, has been a tremendous source of support during one of the most challenging periods of my life. She is incredibly brave. I love you, Mom. Merry Christmas to everyone, and a Happy New Year as well. Hopefully, with God's grace, we'll have an amazing 2024 filled with more videos, content, routes, iOS, and entertainment for all of you. From the depths of my heart, I want to express my gratitude for the 8 years I've spent within this loving community. Thank you so much.